Hey YouTube, what's up? Should I get it? And today I want to make a quick little video just discussing why you would perhaps choose a DSLR for video instead of a dedicated camcorder. Now there are a few reasons, the first one being the price. Now the features you get in a dedicated camcorder compared to the features you get in a DSLR, there's pros and cons, and sometimes a DSLR value-wise may be more worth it to you. That really depends on what you're going to be doing with the camera. Now, DSLRs nowadays, like the Nikon D5100, the Canon 600D or T3i, which I have a review video of, or not a review, more of a comparison, which is why I'm making this video. You guys can check that out by just searching for it on my channel, and all the videos I talk about today you can find on my channel. But basically, the nice thing about shooting video on a DSLR is that it just looks more professional, and the reason being is not because DSLRs look more professional when you're actually holding them, is that you have that depth of field, you have very selective focus, which is a pro and a con. Now depending on the aperture of your lens, and the aperture is the hole in the back of the lens, so you know how big your lens can get, how much light it can let into the camera, that's your aperture. And the thing is, when you have it open really big, then you have a nice shallow depth of field. And what's cool about that is, if you guys have ever seen nice portraits or any sort of photography where there's that one thing like super sharp and crisp, and then everything just kind of melts away like butter in the background, which is great for video. And I have a really good example of that in my ASIO multimedia keyboard first look. And literally all you see is this like tiny USB adapter. It's about the size of my thumb, and that's the only thing in focus, and you see their little logo, and then you see everything just blurred out, and it's a very non-disruptive type of background. Now the bad thing about that is that you always have to focus. So for me it's actually quite difficult, because if I have two hands on a product, then one hand has to move back and still look natural and not accidentally bump the tripod over and move the camera or anything. Now, that may be one reason you would go with a dedicated camcorder, because the focus could be better on there. Now, another thing is that there are definitely camcorders that are better for video than DSLR, and that's true, but you can't really find a video camera for around $400 or $500 that'll have the same features as a DSLR for video. So that means you can't really change lenses on a camera for $400 or $500 on a camcorder. You usually don't have too many different frame rates, and you can't take stills as easily and as high of quality. So basically, you know, some video cameras, they're dual cameras, or whatever the company calls that feature where you can take a picture and record video. Well, the thing is, those pictures are usually very low quality, and they're only about 2 to 6 or 8 megapixels. And I know megapixels aren't the biggest deal. I know the whole megapixel myth, believe me, I'm a professional photographer. But the thing is that for video on a DSLR, if you're actually trying to make short films or you're trying to make very high quality videos, video looks better on DSLRs depending on the price. So the lower end DSLRs are better than the lower end video cameras at video, which is kind of sad but true. I could tell you easily that for $300 what can you get? You can get a Sanyo Zacti probably, which I have and I still own. I use the older version though. For $300 or $400, you're not going to get as good of quality of a video camera as the DSLR that you could get for that price and have better video. So you can have better video and better photos, or better audio, which is the next thing, and decent video. Now I know audio is a huge part of video. I am recording this video with a professional USB condenser microphone, and the reason being is a lot more people are likely to be listening to your video than watching it, and we all know that if the sound's bad, you're just not going to watch it in general, because you're definitely not looking for a product for you're not just trying to see it, because it can be super HD, it can be shot with the Red 1 camera, it can be awesome footage, but if the sound is buzzing, hums, all those weird sounds, then people are not going to watch your video. Now, those are basically the main things. If you guys want me to go a little bit more in depth with anything, then let me know. Please don't forget to subscribe to this channel up top for more short videos and updates, talks like this. And make sure to check out my main channel, youtube.com/shouldiget for my product reviews, unboxings, first looks, tutorials, all that in professional quality. This is just kind of a video I wanted to put out there as a response to somebody's comment. If you guys have any questions, feel free to leave them in the comments below, and make sure to check out shouldigetit.net for your latest tech news. Now, if you guys want to follow me on Twitter for updates about live streams and new videos and all that great stuff, then you can follow shouldigetit14 on Twitter. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Peace.